ガムとゴム両方の性質を合わせます。
Woo! I felt like we didn't come in hype enough last time. We gotta turn the energy up. Yeah. How is everybody doing today? It's 11/11. May all your wishes come true. We're back with another solo stream. Volume 1. One-man show.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Gonna be a lot of fun today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another solo stream today. Obviously, from the thumbnail, from the title, we're going to be discussing the One Piece live action cast news. If you're not subscribed to the channel, then you got to subscribe. Subscribe, hit that bell, stay tuned for new episodes Monday, Wednesday, sometimes Saturday, solo streams. Thursday, we got a solo stream coming up next Monday, I believe, with the one, the only Megan, the mean meme machine Perrine. She's going to be revealing and showing off her figure collection that you can see the background of all of our videos. We also have some Volume 1 One Piece news, some Volume Done Piece news that we're going to be announcing. We're meeting this Saturday to record the Drum Island, the long-awaited Drum Island episode. And if you are a Patreon member, you're going to get early access to that. You're going to get access to that on Monday, and then it's going to be out for everybody to see on Wednesday. A lot of people have been asking, have we dropped the series? Have we taken a break from the series? No, we just wanted to make sure we tackled the videos going forward the best possible way that we can to make it enjoyable for everybody involved, enjoyable for everybody watching, and I think we got we got to a place that we're all very happy with so far. According to this poll, a lot of people are digging the cast. A lot of people are into it. 81% of you guys out of 70 votes are into it. 19% of you guys not a fan. Really quickly before we get into the casting news, if you'd like to donate during today's stream at any point, all of the donations will be going to the whole Volume 1 crew, the whole Volume 1 family. Just because it is a solo stream does not mean that it is going just to me. It's going to Cody. It's going to Megan. It's going to the channel. So if you'd like to donate at any point during the show, that helps us out a lot, and we greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. While we let some more people trickle in, let me just end this poll really quick. We are going to be dropping some news right now about our One Piece episodes, our Done Piece episodes, in order to make sure that everybody's having a good time and that we're getting the most out of discussing this series. We've decided to bring on, are you ready, a very, very special guest, none other than Nolan. And most people watching and listening are like, who the heck is that? Megan's cousin Nolan is a fan of the series, a diehard fan of the series. He's been a fan of the series since day one, and he's caught up all the way in the series to the most current chapter. And so we thought it'd be a lot of fun to have somebody who is passionate, who loves the series, who knows so much about the series, who's so, has such a good vibe, such a good energy, and so much knowledge to come on. It's going to be 4 of us, me, Megan, Cody, with the addition of a guest to talk about, everything that happens. And that way we have a tool, someone there with knowledge to help us and guide us through things as they happen, and maybe can be a voice for the people in the comments who are caught up as well. So when we come across something, when we see something that most of you know will be of great significance later on, Nolan will be there to to hopefully sort of let us know and be that voice for you. So stay tuned. Monday, if you are a Patreon member, and Wednesday, if you are not. So yeah, that's it for the Volume 1 Done Piece news. Let's get into this casting announcement. I've also casted a few characters myself and I'm pretty happy with my casting. We will see. We will see if you guys agree or disagree with me. But a lot of people have been asking, who should be Shanks, who should be Buggy, since this is probably going to be, East Blue One Piece, who's going to be maybe, Alvida, who's going to be, and I've cast what I think to be a pretty good Buggy. All right. And if you're in our Discord, then you already know because I posted it there, but I did a little bit of photoshopping to help sell it. And I think you guys are going to be into that. Before we get into the casting news, and I know I keep promising it, I do want to announce, if you were a part of the last solo stream, then you know that I offered up V1, my version 1, my beta version of the Gomu Gomu no Mi devil fruit that I made out of clay. I told you guys to DM Volume 1 pod and ask for the fruit. I wanted to give my first attempt away for somebody to enjoy because it's just sitting around here collecting dust. And without further ado, now I will announce that the winner is none other than Flames Dean. That's Flames Dean, Flames _ Dean. If you're watching this, Dean, if you're watching it live, if you're watching it later, DM us. We will reach out to you, and we will be giving you that Gomu Gomu no Mi V1 Devil Fruit. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for kicking it. Thank you for hanging out. We got our first dono from Moses Iayas. Shout out, Moses. Hey, Josh, I love these streams. I can't stay again. I literally have an exam in 2 hours, but I'll come back later. Also, have you gotten my package yet? Moses. Moses. You know, we're going to get it today. I promise we're going to get it today. I promise. And Megan is off camera once again, keeping me in check, being the silent producer. We're going to get it today. It's just that our P.O. box is a little farther from where we actually live, and so it is a little bit of a drive, and we do have to kind of coordinate with another person to make sure that they are going to be available for us to pick up whatever we need to pick up. So we mark my words, we're going to pick it up today, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to show it off in our Done Piece episode on Saturday, or on that we're recording on Saturday that will be released on Wednesday. So we will be unveiling it maybe at the end of the episode, maybe during the episode we'll be wearing it because I know, or I think it does involve clothes of some sort. So stay tuned for that as well. Okay, guys, I do want to look at the chat for a second. Let me just catch up. His name is actually Noland. Yes, Noland. Prepare, be ready. Bring the hardcore fans here. Yes. I mean, and you guys are going to love his spirit. You guys are going to love his energy. It's Algo. Moses said, it's all good, Josh. All right, bye. Good luck. Enjoy your day. Have fun doing whatever you're doing. Good luck on your exam. But yeah, you guys are going to love his energy. You guys are going to love his spirit. He's a really good guy. If you love Megan, then you're going to love him. Megan is looking at me off camera. Yes, Megan, let me turn the lovely people. Go ahead.
A kind of like a get to know you with Nolan on our Patreon as well. Did you already mention that?
Not yet, no.
Oh, was that okay?
No, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, of course.
So if you watch the episode and you're like, dang, this fool's like fire, and you wanna
if
hear
you're like,
him,
if you listen to the episode and you're like,
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
then you're gonna want to listen to the Patreon episode.
yeah, and he'll be just like explaining how he got into anime and manga, and what his favorite series are. And I've known him for my whole life, so I can vouch for him, and I'm sure you guys will love him too.
Yeah, it's gonna
and
be
it's
a lot
Nolan, not Noland.
Yeah, a lot of people saying Noland, and it's Nolan. Yeah, so get it right. Get it right before Wednesday. And be the lovely people that you are. Be kind, be nice, and hopefully we have someone to, maybe we have another person on our team to, help Cody realize, how beautiful this series really is. And that's really the kind of goal here. Okay, so let's go through the casting. So I have some pages, some tabs pulled up First of all, I'm going to pull up the Variety article here. The Variety article here, let me make sure I get the window capture in frame. And I'm excited, okay? Spoiler alert, I'm excited. I can't wait. I think this is going to be great. I think they're all great. I think Luffy is great. I think Zoro is great. I think Nami is great. I think Usopp is great. And I think Sanji is great. From what I can tell, most people seem to be on the fence about Sanji. That's from our community, and that's from what I've been seeing online. I will say out of all of them, I will say that Sanji and Nami were the ones that I was most skeptical about. But after a little bit of thought, and after just kind of sitting with it for a while, I am very stoked on Sanji. I think that maybe what it is that Sanji, this guy, I think he looks a little more jacked. I think where maybe Sanji is a little more on the lean side. This guy does look like he would be maybe like he would have a more of a build to him than a leanness. But I do think that if he's got the attitude, if he's got the swagger, if he's got that simp energy, then I think he can really do it. And Usopp, say what you will, Usopp is straight from the panel, straight from the manga. This guy, even looking at his like headshot, his acting headshot, he already, with no makeup, with no prosthetics, with no costume, he already looks like Usopp. I mean, this to me, it doesn't get more perfect than this. And then you got Nami, which I was a little on the fence about. And out of all the casting, is probably the one that I am most on the fence about. But I will go through and we will kind of look at some pictures later. There's been I want to go through some fan art. I want to go through kind of what Oda himself has said. And there is some fan art where people have photoshopped these actors in to make them look more like their characters. And I was a little more sold. Zoro, I mean, this man is a hunk. And this man has Zoro energy, even in this headshot right here too. Where Sanji has that Sanji's kind of teasing you a little bit. He's got his mouth agape a little bit. He's kind of like, he kind of looks like he's breathing on me, but in a very soft, he does feel like he would be soft about it. Zoro looks like he's a bad boy. Like he's standoffish. Like he wants me to want him. And I like that. I think he's got a great Zoro energy. And I think, he's also someone that I'm really excited to see, especially, like I said, costume, makeup, all that. And then we got Luffy. And then we got the Monkey D Luffy, the Pirate King, or the aspiring Pirate King. I think that his energy is spot on. I think that he's got that grin. He's got, and we're gonna look at some videos of him talking and him just sharing his excitement about being cast. And someone said Sanji looks like he'd be a perfect Zoro. I could see that, but I also do think that that what we have is really good and really solid. Is this indicative of the quality of the series or the show itself? Absolutely not. I mean, it's a big part of whether it's going to be good or whether it's going to at least be enjoyable to watch. I know a lot of people, had mixed feelings, strong mixed feelings about the Cowboy Bebop live action series that Netflix has done. And we're also going to get into later, it's a big show today. It's a big stream today. We're also going to get into Netflix had I think it was Netflix Japan or it was a Netflix anime festival. They also recently released the news that they're going to be delving into more live action anime series. They're going to be working on a live action Gundam movie, and they're going to be working on a Yu Yu Hakusho live action series, I believe, as well. I have the article pulled up. I have everything tabbed. I have everything ready to go. We're going to dive deep into that. There are also some announcements for some other Netflix anime. Some anime that they're bringing to Netflix and some Netflix anime that they've decided to continue. But back to Luffy. I think he's great. It just says right here that the One Piece live action series, Netflix has created 5 of its main roles. These are the cast here, just based on the iconic Japanese manga at the same time of the same name, One Piece. Yeah. We know all that. we've been working with Netflix and Tomorrow Studios on the massive project that is the Hollywood live-action series adaptation of One Piece. How many years has it been since it was announced, right? I know. But rest assured, and I think this is from Oda, right? Because I do want to go over really quick, and now we're kind of getting into kind of what Oda had said. So let me pull this off screen for a second so I can find the actual, and you might be able to see a little bit of I'm going to figure out a better way to do this. So hopefully we don't give away any DMs or anything over here. But let's see. Let's make sure we get this up. So this is sort of, we've been working with so this is from Oda. This is a statement from Oda. We've been working with Netflix. Let me see if I can actually zoom out a little bit because it's a little zoomed in. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for. I just want to make sure we get this all on screen so we can all get together. And that's enough. That'll do. We've been working with Netflix and Tomorrow Studios on the massive project that is the Hollywood live-action series adaptation of One Piece. How many years has it been since it was announced, right? I know, but rest assured, we've been making steady progress all along. It's not easy when you're working with people from different cultures, but it's precisely that process that can yield something special. For now, we're able to announce the main cast. Rather, we need to hurry and announce it, or else it'll be leaked, apparently. Hilarious, LOL. Their face, the size of their mouths and hands, their aura, the way they carry themselves, their voice, their acting skills, their height, the balance amongst the Straw Hat crew, etc. We decided on this cast after numerous discussions involving people around the world. These are the people who will be our Straw Hat pirates. It'll take a bit more time to get this show done, but we'll continue to do our best to deliver a show that we're confident will be enjoyed by everyone around the world. Look forward to more updates in the future. And this is coming from the man himself. This is coming from Oda, and it is always reassuring when the original creator is involved in the process, and I'm sure he's very excited because this is, like he said, something that's been talked about for a very long time. And I know that, Netflix, say what you will about the quality of their live action adaptations as far as writing goes, but I think we're at a place now with, technology and with CGI and, visual effects that I do think that they will be able to provide us with a product that at least looks decent. It is not indicative of the quality of the writing. I do think that these actors are going to, again, let me just cut to a picture of them. I do think that these actors are going to do their absolute best, and I believe that, I believe in them that they're going to be able to be convincing Straw Hats, but the writing is such a big part and such a big factor. And once we find out more information about that, that will make me feel, I think, a lot more comfortable, and a lot of fans feel a lot more comfortable. We talked about it either in a Patreon episode or in a main episode or bonus episode. I can't remember exactly where we talked about it, but we did talk about sort of live action adaptations in general. And in Japan, obviously, there are live action films for a lot of series. There is multiple live action. I mean, there's a Mob Psycho live action movie. There's a Kenshin live action movie. There's a, there's so many. And what seems to be the case is, while a lot of those adaptations are in their own right great, what it does feel like at times, and what is hard to nail when it comes to anime, translating anime onto the big screen, is how do we make them look believable? How do we make this world feel real? But how do we not make them look like cosplayers? And I feel like a lot of the time in these adaptations, there's this fine line between believability and really good cosplay. And I'm not, this is no sort of slight on the cosplay community. I'm a big fan of the cosplay community. I want to cosplay more. Obviously, Megan is a huge cosplayer and is going to be going through later some of her favorite cosplayers. There's a cosplayer she showed me on YouTube that we're going to be looking at, and she's amazing. She's amazing. She's talented. She transforms. I mean, it's scary. It's scary. I'm convinced that she is not of this world. She's a shapeshifter. But it is different, right? When you're trying to adapt something to a Hollywood or a silver screen, I guess. And so it's really going to be up to sort of, I guess, how they decide to do things like hair color, wardrobe. And I want them to lean more into the faithful side of things. But One Piece is a very wacky, cartoony world. I don't know how I feel necessarily about, I love aesthetically how they did decide to lean into the campiness of the genre in Cowboy Bebop, but I don't know that that is a great representation of the vibe of the anime. And, the more I do look at like John Cho, I think is his name, as Spike Spiegel, the less believable it is. And there is something nice about these actors not being huge actors that you might have seen in other things, because with John Cho, I mean, he has so many iconic roles that you can't help but associate him with some of those roles. So it does take you out of it a little bit. I haven't seen any of these actors anywhere else. So I think it will help sell the believability of them being the Straw Hats, because I won't have other projects to sort of draw reference from, if that makes sense. So let me cue this up. Let me see. Hopefully we can kind of turn this down a little bit, because I do feel like it's going to be a little loud. We're also going to look right now at the Twitter video that was released. Let's just play this real quick.
Hello everyone, my name is Iñaki Godoy Caso.
Hi, it's McKenyu.
My name is Emily Rudd.
Hi, my name is Jacob.
My name's Taz Skylar.
Guess what? I'm gonna be playing Luffy.
But I'll be playing Zoro.
I am so beyond excited to be playing Nami in One Piece.
And I'm playing Usopp.
I'm very excited to be playing Sanji. Also, shout out to Ichiro Oda for drawing these tees for us.
But yeah, that's me, the guy on the shirt.
Custom made by Oda Sensei.
I mean, you can't help but smile.
They're coming! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Woo! I can't wait to become the Pirate King.
Welcome to the Straw Hats.
You can't help but smile when you look at it. I mean, even especially like I said, that energy, and he does kind of feel like he is doing, what he did in the audition to land the Luffy role. He is doing that in this video. I feel like, I mean, I am, extremely excited, having seen that. And then this is, of course, right here. It has been officially announced that none other than Chris Pratt will be voicing Chopper. That is a lie. That is not true at all. But it is very funny. I want to see if I can pull up right now. I'm also going to go to the chat and kind of see what you guys are saying. John Cho was a terrible casting choice. No matter what, he's always going to be Harold and from Harold and Kumar, and I'll never look past it if he doesn't have the cool factor necessary to play Spike. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Not necessarily that he doesn't have the cool factor, but he's definitely not as cool as Spike. That's for sure. LMAO, Chris Pratt, he's so cool. There's a fan art on Insta of Hendrix cosplaying Spike, which is just genius. So while Cho is cool, he's not Hendrix cool. He's not Spike cool. Yeah, I agree. Let's go up a little bit. I just want to catch up on the chat a little bit before we move on and show some of those photoshops. Hey, Josh, I'm at work and I can't stay, but wanted to pop in to support. Thank you. I know most of the live adaptations are bad. It's just a big risk and seems like they're trying to milk some already good stories. Again, and it is this sort of, like I said, double-edged sword. On one hand, it is a story that is perfect in its already existing format. But in order to expose more people to it, and in order to, I don't know, maybe create something with the same spirit, with the same heart, there is the chance that someone will watch that and then go back and find the manga. But there's a chance that it could, completely ruin something great at the same time. I was surprised they went with a Mexican actor instead of a Brazilian actor. I'm half Mexican. Shout out. They could have cast me. I'm kind of a little bit upset that I didn't get an email instead of a Brazilian actor, but guess saw something in him Brazilian actors didn't. Usopp is far from what the actor looks like. The actor looks like a perfect Mr. Five. Usopp and Mr. Five look nothing alike. In the video, I feel the Luffy vibe from him, and I didn't expect that, and I think he is a good Luffy. He's born in 2003. He's 18 now. Wow. Interesting. Okay, let me pop back over here to these photoshopped versions of these characters. I think they came out incredible. Megan has been so kind to send me links to all these, so I'm going to load them up. Here we go. Here is the photoshopped version of the actor cast as Luffy in full costume in all its glory. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see. I think, look, again, I don't know as far as wardrobe goes. I don't know what exactly they're going to do. But this doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. I could see it, especially after watching that Twitter video. I could feel it. I have high hopes. This is Zoro. Again, who knows? I mean, it's Hollywood. It's Netflix. Who knows if they're going to go with green hair? I hope they do. I feel like it's such an iconic part of the character. But you never know. Sometimes they do want to make it feel more real. So they might not give him green hair. I really, really, really hope that they do. I fuck with this. I like this a lot. This is the one I was worried about, but after seeing this, I do have a little more faith. And honestly, after rewatching that Twitter video, I do have more faith. Nami is she's a hard character, I think, to really nail, for many reasons. And I really hope this character, or Emily Rudd, this actress, nails it, knocks it out of the park. Look, I want them to succeed. I want them to succeed for them, for the fans, for Oda. I want them to do him justice. I want them to make him proud. And you always feel like actors are just saying that when really, I mean, truly, not to be a negative Nancy over here. I'm sure they want this to be a hit for themselves, for their bank accounts. But you always get the sense that they are, and they have to, right? That they're hamming it up a little bit, right? But I do believe them. They seem genuine. They seem sincere. They seem excited. And yeah, there's no really point in bashing on these guys, because like I said, I'm excited. Now, on to what I think, and I want to go through some live action casting. If you guys were to cast your favorite anime, if you were the casting director and they were making a film, a live action adaptation of your favorite anime, what are some Hollywood actors that you would cast in the roles of the main characters? I have a few in mind. I have a few that I want to pull up, and we can kind of go through that. Before we close out the One Piece casting discussion, I want to make sure I go through my notes to make sure I hit everything. Let's see. There is some fan art too that we can check out that I think is really sweet, and it's just really nice. So let's just pull that up really quick. And obviously, seeing things like this and just seeing the community kind of really feel like the community does feel like they're very supportive of these actors and their choices, Netflix's choices or the casting director's choices or whatever. It does feel like everybody is very supportive, and that's a good feeling. I mean, look, guys, come on. Isn't this the sweetest thing you've ever seen in your life? I can't, like I said, I can't say enough good things. I understand, again, why people might feel hesitant. Again, and I do feel like it's necessary to repeat myself that, just because I'm excited about the actors does not mean I'm necessarily, giving the show, I'm not necessarily saying that the show is going to be great. I don't think that anybody thinks that, but this is a step in the right direction. And this is definitely a good place to start. So let me go through a couple more comments in the chat, and then I will get to some of my casting. Because everybody, again, who's going to be Buggy? Who's going to be Shanks? Who's going to be Kobe? Who's going to be, and how far is it going to go? Is it going to go? I mean, it's going to go into the assembly for sure of at least the Straw Hats. excluding obviously an up and two. I think Chopper. I don't think Chopper will be in season 1. At least I highly doubt that he will. But I have some pictures pulled up. This is from our Discord. Hopefully, excuse the DMs. I don't think we're really putting anybody on blast here, but I'm going to find a better way of pulling these things up in the future. But yeah, this is someone from our Discord who is anticipating the Chopper reveal to look a little something like this. This is a picture that has been floating around for a while, and I would not be surprised. They pulled something like this out of their ass. I do have a little more faith in them, though. How funny, though. How funny if this was Chopper. I mean, this looks like a Tim Burton version of Chopper. This looks like it would be, a stop motion Chopper. And I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. That's a full CGI character. I mean, that has to be a full CGI character. So I don't think they're going to really get there in season 1. I just really don't. And I wonder how far you think that they'll get. Let me check in on the chat again. See what you guys are saying. See what everybody's saying out there. Got another donation from Monokuma. Thank you. Josh, take my waifus, please, bro. If you got them and, they're willing, then I would be happy to. Let's see. Someone said, I saw, Cole Sprouse too busy to be Sanji. Cole Sprouse would be an amazing Sanji. Actually, that'd be perfect. Season 1 is all of East Blue. Someone is saying all of East Blue. Have you seen the budget of the show? I did remember seeing a figure somewhere. Josh Michaels as Buggy. Yeah, if you look at one of our One Piece reviews, I did dress up as a more casual version of Buggy. And look, if Netflix has the balls to cast me as Buggy, I will not let them down. Too many fully CGI characters. How are they going to pull that off? I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to look up the budget too. I don't want to forget to do that. But how are they going to pull off Frankie? I have no idea. I've seen a lot of people saying anytime you get a buff character, everybody always says The Rock. I've seen Dave Bautista, for Frankie. I do think that, look, Frankie is also going to be another character, and that's another thing that we haven't really dove into or talked about, is that, yeah, you're absolutely right. The world of One Piece is full of not only abilities that are going to be heavily dependent on good CGI, but characters that are fully CGI. I mean, Chopper, Frankie for sure. I mean, how are they going to execute that? I don't know. So let me see. Let's see. Show budget. Let's see what this is. Let's see. It says right here, the first thing I clicked on, the first result, which you can't always rely on. But it says it's reported to have a budget of 9 to 10 million to produce per episode. It's comparable to a Game of Thrones budget. I mean, this is something that you do have to throw everything in the kitchen sink at. This is something that, if you don't, I mean, you got one shot. This is and again, not only do you have one shot, but people have been waiting for this for so long, for years and years and years. And so, yeah. I mean, that seems right. I mean, 9 to 10 million to produce per episode. You always wonder how they make all that back. You always wonder where does that? Does that many people have? Do that many people have Netflix subscriptions that they break even on that? I don't know. But obviously, here's another picture in looking at that. Here's another picture that shows the actor cast as Luffy, and he's in he's got his One Piece, all his One Piece manga, One Piece art books. He's got everything right here, and you love to see it. But we've been scarred. We've been hurt as a community. We've been hurt. We've been hurt more than we've been reassured. We have so far nothing to make us believe that this will be good. But again, I don't want to be I feel like so many places on the internet already for negativity and for shit talking And I mean, don't get me wrong, like I won't hold back if it comes out and it is dog shit. Like I will say it is dog shit, but I also don't want to just like be negative to be negative. And this could be the one. This could be the one where they figure it out. And if there was going to be one, it would be One Piece. Let me go to the chat and then I want to pull up who I think and you tell me. I trust Oda. I trust Oda too, but I bet Oda's just at this point jazzed. Someone said, Josh, you look really handsome today. Thank you, Yashar. Thank you, Yashar, so much for that. I had to read that one out loud. Yeah, the Sanji cast is by far and away the most concerning for me. And I get that. I do think, however, again, whether it's body type and hearing him in that video, he does, he does have a swagger. And I am going to give him a shot. Where is Cody? Cody is probably, if I had to guess right now, Cody is probably deep into maybe, is Elden Ring out yet? He's probably heavy into some Elden Ring right now. He's probably gaming. He's probably reading, or he's probably driving around listening to an audiobook right now. Netflix makes $25 billion in revenue, so they got money to throw. Frozen. Thank you, Frozen. Shout out Frozen. I will say I don't really care about the live action adaptation, but at least all the cast and Oda seem super jazzed about it. Yeah. Okay. Now on to my casting. Love you too, Will. On to who I would cast. Everybody wants to know who would make a great Buggy. And while I haven't really thought out, exactly who I would think would make a great Shanks necessarily, I have. And if you're a member of our Discord, which you can hopefully find a working link to in the description of this video down below. And if it does not work, message us, DM us, leave a comment on this video, and we will send you a working link. But I have cast as Buggy the Clown. I have cast none other than are you guys ready for this? I have cast the Andy Serkis. And either now I'm waiting for everybody to completely take a fat, steaming hot pile of shit on me, or be in support of my decision. And I will wait as the results come in. We got another donation right here. Love to see more guest stars. Love you, Josh. Thank you so much, Inari. Megan is showing me something off screen. I don't know what she's showing me. I don't know what she's showing me. I think she's trying to show me that there's a different picture showing up. You can talk. This should be showing up. I mean, are you guys seeing are you guys seeing? Okay, there's just a delay. That was on Megan. She says. But yeah, I'm going to go to the chat right now. I'm going to see what you guys think of Andy Serkis. And let's see. Not too bad. Some people are saying he could do it. That would be amazing. Ain't he too old? Buggy, Buggy does look a little old. He could do it, I think. You know what I mean? I think he does kind of capture it. And I've even taken the liberty right now of photoshopping myself. This is a Josh Michaels exclusive right now, an official picture of Andy Serkis right here as none other than Buggy the Clown. You can, of course, you can read all of our messages in the background. Pay no mind to those. But yes, this is my interpretation of Andy Serkis as Buggy the Clown. What do we think? Some people saying good call. Some people into it. Some people not into it. I think he's got the energy, right? Buggy is in his late 30s. Yeah, I know. Some people are saying nah. And I knew some people are saying, hell nah. And I was ready, dude. I was ready for you to take a shit on it. And I was ready for some people to like it and some people to not like it. Look, I think, yeah, Buggy's not that old. I get it. But, they age people up all the time and they de-age people all the time. I don't know if you guys saw, what was it? That movie that came out, that Scorsese movie on Netflix where they de-aged everybody. They could de-age him a little bit. Plus, he's Andy Serkis. He's the mocap king. They could throw a little bit of, they could put some polka dots on him, de-age him, get him in a tight suit, and, it's Buggy. That's all I'm saying. Some people are saying it's okay. A lot of people not a fan. But there are a few of you that are a fan, and I appreciate that. Buggy needs to have that comic relief energy, and that's another thing too. I really do think Andy Serkis could do that. You saw him as what was it, Claw? The Irishman. Yes, thank you, Frozen Arbiter. You saw the Irishman, and that's another thing. Just a fear of I have a fear of de-aging technology. You know what I mean? Because it's not. We're not going to be able to give all these young actors a chance. If we're trying to cast, maybe there's an up and coming actor who could really play a good young Joe Pesci. But if we just keep de-aging Joe Pesci, he's going to be 100 years old, and we're just going to be putting dots all over him, and not giving all these new actors a shot. So de-aging technology is something to be very afraid of, and to be very weary of. So maybe some people are saying Buggy after time skip. Okay. Well, who would you guys cast as Buggy then? Who are some? Johnny Depp could be a good Shanks. Some people are saying I could see that. Who do you guys think a good Buggy would be? With some makeup, yes. Some people are saying he ain't that old. I already read that one. Buggy is as old as Shanks. Yeah, I know, guys. Okay, I know. I know. So let's get your Buggy casting in. Chris Pratt, I think it's unanimous. Chris Pratt is going to be cast as the voice of Chopper. Maybe Vin Diesel could do the voice of Chopper. I think Vin Diesel, because you got baby Groot, and then you got all ages of Groot. So maybe Vin Diesel would be good to do all forms of Chopper, if you know what I mean. I think that would be pretty good. So we got maybe Vin Diesel as Chopper, and then we got maybe Chris Pratt as Buggy. Somebody else said Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is also very old, but someone in our Discord, yeah, here it is coming through right now. Jim Carrey as Buggy. Jim Carrey's old as shit too, and I love Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is someone who I've been attached to and been obsessed with my entire life. Ace Ventura, The Mask. Liar, Liar. Come on. Even he was even killing it in Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. Whether he wants to be comedic or whether he wants to be serious. The cable guy. But would he make a good Buggy? I don't know. Let's get some Ken Jeong would be the perfect Buggy. Let's get some Shanks casting in here. And let's see. If they go all the way to the Mainford arc, which I highly doubt. I don't want to see anyone but Hulk Hogan play Whitebeard. Frankie is literally based on Jim Carrey. That is interesting because he does have an Ace Ventura vibe, and I never put that together. What I would like to do now, while we're waiting for some more comments to come through, is who would you cast in some of your favorite anime? Me and Megan were kind of looking this up a little bit before we started recording, and I think this is just hilarious, and I think this is something that I would love to see. Berserk. Obviously, we're obsessed. We're obsessed with Berserk. Who isn't? Let's see. Let's read this donation really quick. Let me switch back over here so I'm not having to lean over. From MoonDude345. Yo, I just thought Stephen Lang as Whitebeard or Garb, either would be an incredible pick for them. Let's look up Stephen Lang. Off the top of my head, I don't know where Stephen Lang is from. Stephen Lang, for everybody watching too, maybe we can pull up a picture. Oh, I know Stephen Lang. You know what? Yeah. Heck yeah. Stephen Lang? Okay, Stephen Lang. Yeah, you know what? Man. You really hope if you're a guy, you really hope you age like that. Cuz it could go the other way. And that's the thing, you never know. I did want to go through this. I think this is absolutely hilarious. Berserk live action movie. It's almost, and we did talk about this in our Patreon episode. You can always go to patreon.com/volume1pod to be a part of the Patreon. We do talk about a lot of the news and a lot of the things that are happening, anime related news, video game stuff. Cody loves talking about, anything and everything outside or, adjacent, anime, manga adjacent, we talk about. We did talk about whether even a Berserk live action movie would be good. And I think that it would be, we got Power Rangers really quick saying, let me switch on over here real quick. We got Power Rangers saying, Jason Momoa as Kai. Oh, yeah. I could see that too. Jason Momoa, if Jason Momoa isn't cast in this, there needs to be a petition. So we got, for Berserk live action, we got Timothée Chalamet as Griffith. And I really And I see that everywhere. And I also see Tom Hardy as Guts. Yeah, for sure, Jason Momoa. Tom Hardy as Guts. Check this out. When we were doing some deep diving on the internet, and by deep diving, I mean literally just searching Berserk, a live action cast, into Google and clicking on the first thing that popped up. When we did that, we found this. And let me just kind of scroll over here so you can see someone has already put together their own version of the Berserk live action cast. And if you don't think that Henry Cavill would be an amazing Guts, I don't know how to help you. Henry Cavill as Guts. Timothy Chalamet absolutely would make a fantastic Griffith, without a doubt. And I know people are a little upset. Maybe some people love him. Maybe some people hate him from The Witcher, and for sure Superman. But I think he would be great. We got another donation that I want to read out from Pandula de Silva. How far have you read in One Piece? I'm going to be completely honest with you guys right now. And some of you aren't going to like my answer. Chronologically, I've read a little past Alabasta. Chronologically. However, because I've had friends and family that were into One Piece and were connected to certain characters, like Frankie, for example, I was told and given maybe wrong advice to just jump to wherever I wanted to jump to meet whatever character I wanted to meet. So I started reading chronologically to Alabasta, and then I really wanted to meet Frankie. I really wanted to know more about Frankie. I was really drawn to his design and to his character. And so I picked back up in the anime where Frankie, is introduced. And I watched so many episodes. Someone says, "Oh man, no, Dad, I know, dude. Look, what are you going to do?" Look, and people are upset. And that's why, yeah, people are so upset. Yeah, I really don't like that answer. Look, guys, imagine how I feel now, okay? And this is where I leave. And then I did watch all of the One Piece movies. That's so bad. Water 7, yes. I'm not okay, people are saying bad advice. I understand that it's about the journey and not the destination. That's not what I'm saying, okay? Please, everybody relax. I am going back and I am reading it properly, all right? It's all, and that's the same thing that we did when we went back and read Berserk. There's so many people that are saying that there are certain arcs that you can skip. There is no arc in any story, especially like One Piece, that you can skip. Yeah, and I don't. This is when I was a lot younger. This is when I was a lot newer to One Piece as a series. Boo this man, the Cell Games. Yes, the Cell Games. And everybody is right. Everybody is right to boo me. I completely understand. But again, as being a younger fan, and I was taking the advice of a friend at the time, I would not go back and do that again. And I would not tell anybody to do that. I would not recommend that anybody do that. And hence why we are going back in our volume Done Piece reviews and videos and going through chronologically and giving time to everything in the order it was intended to be. The one skipped arc ain't the end of the world. Yeah. So, yes, you live, you learn. We've all made mistakes when it comes to how we watch things, how we consume things, but we grow and we do it better the next time. So thank you guys for understanding. And yeah. And then I did watch, Film Z. I did watch Strong World. I did watch Film Gold. I did watch Josh Redemption Arc. And yeah, I need to be redeemed. And because it's such a cultural phenomenon, and I have friends, and now especially with talking to Nolan, who's going to be coming on our show, who has caught up and read every single chapter, I have through cultural osmosis, I am aware of other characters, other arcs, other things that happen. While I might, still not, I think I've, for the most part, been able to avoid major spoilers. Some things you just can't help but see. And yes, so I will close out my statement right now by saying, don't skip. I'm just being honest and I'm being vulnerable with everybody. But however, I would not tell anybody to do that. Thank you guys. Can we move on now? Anyway, back to Berserk. So, this Henry Cavill. How do we feel about Henry Cavill as Guts? I think Henry Cavill as Guts would be great. I think it's a great casting decision. We got what is that girl from Parks and Rec? Rashida. We got Rashida as Casca. I think Rashida would make a great Casca. We've also seen some other like Zoe Kravitz as Casca would be fantastic. Would be awesome. Would be amazing. So I just want to kind of highlight some of my favorites here. We got Adam Driver as Corcus. Look, they're going to make it. It's going to happen. We just need to get ahead of it. As a fandom, we need to get ahead of the next casting decision that they make. Okay? We also got Joseph Gordon-Levitt right down here as Corcus as well. I think that is very solid. Mickey Rourke as Zod. Sure. Yeah. So far, the standouts for me are, I would like to see Rashida Jones. I don't know. I've seen her in mostly comedic roles, so I don't know how she would fit into the Casca role. However, Zoe Kravitz, are you kidding me? Zendaya as Casca. Now, you added a big LOL after that, but I don't think you're wrong. I don't think that's an LOL. That deserves an LOL. I think that deserves, a high five, frankly. Great casting. But yeah, he's involved in The Witcher. Yeah, and I don't know how you guys feel about The Witcher, but or even Superman. I could also see, and that's the thing, Adam Driver, like from a aesthetic point of view, does look like he could do a great Corcus. But we also saw, I don't know if you guys know who Ben Schwartz is, the voice actor for Sonic. He was also in Parks and Rec. We saw Ben Schwartz as a Corcus as well. And we got, I don't know if Serpico is Serpico on this list, but hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Serpico could be two people, I think. Serpico could be the guy who played the Green Goblin in the really bad Spider-Man movie, and he was the guy from Chronicle as well. I could see that. And number two, because Serpico is charming. You know what I mean? Throw in the Goss, man. Okay? Throw in Rye Goss. Throw him in there as a Serpico. The kid from Game of Thrones as Griffith, I think not. Michael Cera as Puck. We already know that Chris Pratt is going to be voicing Puck. Ooh, now I could really, really get behind. I forget his name. He's playing the Riddler in the new Batman movie. He was in Swiss Army Man. He was in Ruby Sparks. He was in There Will Be Blood. He was in but as Corcus, I could really see that. I love him as an actor. Paul Dano. Love Paul Dano. Zac Efron as Guts. Who are you kidding? Was this made in 2005? Was this thing made? This thing was probably made in 2005 because they got the kid from Twilight. They got Jacob from Twilight on here. Playing. I think, is it Pippin? I don't think so. But yeah, who would you guys cast in your favorite anime? Who would you cast as a main character? Let me go over to the chat. Let me see what you guys are talking about. I have never trusted fans to cast because they hated on Heath Ledger when he was cast as Joker. That's very true. That's actually very, very true. Paul Dano, yes, thank you. Mr. Stealing Your Waifu. Also, Mr. Stealing Your Waifu makes a great Spike Spiegel. Adam Sandler as Guts would be perfect. Billie Eilish in her white hair as Griffith. Jason Momoa as Casca. Now that's it. Morgan Freeman as the Skull Knight. Yeah, Adam Driver's too built for Corcus. Yeah, I could see that too. Danny DeVito as Void. Zendaya, yeah, people are hating on her being Casca, but I could see it. Adam Driver as Corcus is hilarious. Yeah. I just think it's while I don't trust it, I do think it's a fun exercise. To just kind of go through and see who you would cast as the main characters in the Hollywood adaptation of your favorite anime. Got another donation from Will. Shout out Will. Owen Wilson as Lloyd Forger. Oh, now we're casting Spy Family? Now we're casting a live action Spy Family. Who would be a good Lloyd Forger from Spy Family? That's great. You know, who would we cast as Yor? Who would we cast as Yuri? Who would we cast? I mean, come on. I mean, Spy Family would make a great live action movie too. Pedro Pascal as Guts, if you could get him. You know, I could see Pedro Pascal as Guts too. I could really see that. Someone said me as Guts. I do have, you know, a muscle suit that I will put on, and I do have a Dragon Slayer that I did craft, or should I say that I did forge myself. Ryan Gosling could pull off Lloyd. And that's another thing too. I mean, I know we keep throwing Ryan Goss around, but I could really see him pulling off Lloyd for sure. For sure. Who's your Thorn Princess? Who are we casting? DaBaby. We're casting DaBaby, and that's it. That's final. Danny DeVito as Anya. DaBaby as Lloyd Forger. And Zendaya as the Thorn Princess. You have your Spy Family cast. And someone said a live action Danny Phantom with Ghostbusters vibes would be their dream. Yeah, dude, if they made a live action Danny Phantom, it'd be game over. And that's the thing. When Cartoon Network was trying to make all their live action movies too, like they made a live action Ben 10 movie. And this is going to be another time when I reveal myself and the entire chat turns against me like they did moments ago. But when they made the 2 live action Ben 10 movies, I was a kid when they came out, okay? So cut me some slack. I didn't have cultured eyes. Kind of fucked with them, okay? I kind of fucked with them. And I was really excited to see him. Terry Crews as Donovan. Should Lloyd have a British accent? Should Lloyd? Well, see, that's the thing about Lloyd, a.k.a. Twilight, is that he is a man of many faces. So no matter who they cast, it could be said that he is in disguise. And, Keanu Reeves would make a great Alucard. Yeah, he would, actually. I think he would, but I also think that there's someone better. I also think that we could do better. Ben 10, Race Against Time, and Alien Swarm. Yes. And thank you guys, because I just feel like I was getting a lot of flack earlier because as a child I jumped around. And I'm glad that you guys forgive me. All right. Is there anything else with the One Piece or the live action news that I would like to cover? Let me just make sure. No. So let's move on to Netflix, and let's move on to the Netflix Anime Festival announcements, because it also has to do with live action news that has been released. I don't know if you guys are aware, but recently, and you could see, I think Funimation posted something about it. I think it was kind of all over Twitter. It was all over everywhere, but Netflix has announced, let me just find the tab, that they gave an official release date for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean. They announced that they're going to be doing a live action Gundam movie. Let me fix this so everybody will be able to see it. They announced that they're going to be doing a live action Gundam movie, and more revealed at this festival. I'm pretty excited for a few things that were announced and released. However, there are some things that, again, I'm as a fan, very worried about. So if you follow our channel, if you follow our podcast, you will know that we have not reached part 6 of JoJo yet. We are working through JoJo currently at the moment, and we are still in the middle of part 2. So, come at me for that. I am sorry. I am enjoying what I am reading so far. I know that it gets a lot better, but I know everybody is very excited for Stone Ocean. I know we have a lot of people on our Discord who are excited. And yes, they also announced that, so December 1st, by the way, December 1st is the day that it's going to be coming out, Stone Ocean. They also announced Agretzko Season 4, which, look, I am very excited about Agretzko Season 4. I don't know how many Agretzko fans we have in here, how many fans of the was she a red panda? I don't know how many fans of the red panda we have in here, but I love Agretzko. I think it's a great, fun, cute show that is actually very deceiving. Judging from its cute sort of I don't know, just it's the cute character designs and the colorful, world. You'd think that it was maybe not as dramatic and as frankly as real as it is. It does deal with a lot of very adult themes, like working, falling in love. It's a beautiful series. So Agretzko Season 4 coming December 16th. I cannot wait. The Orbital Children, Tiger Bunny 2. There's a lot of things that they announced that, and I guess there's like Detective Conan I do love, and I am excited about. Ultraman Season 2, Vampire in the Garden. There's a lot of things that were announced, but I think what people are most excited about, or most, I guess people are reacting to the most, is the news of the live action Gundam movie. Now, I mean, this is like a no-brainer. I honestly don't know why they haven't done this sooner. Just because they were able to do, Pacific Rim, and I think Pacific Rim was a hit. People loved Pacific Rim. I know it's not necessarily the exact same thing, but I just mean what they were able to accomplish, which, does make you think that why isn't there a Neon movie or, a Neon Genesis movie? I mean, I just think it makes so much sense. They can do it, and I think Gundam is maybe a safer property for them. I think it is, I don't know, even though Neon is huge and there's so many people that are in love with it, I think maybe as far as like brand recognition goes to appeal to a wider audience, Gundam is probably a safer bet. And if this movie does well and is successful, I can't imagine that they wouldn't do a Neon movie. It just makes sense. Let me jump to the chat really quick because I just want to make sure before we go through the rest of everything. Tiger Bunny 2, Beastars new season 2. Beastars is going to be phenomenal. I was going to curse. You saw the hesitation, and I decided against it. That Gundam movie needs Pacific Rim budget. It absolutely does. And I mean, look, again, Netflix has got money. Apparently, they're in the billions. So I think that they're going to be able to pull it off. The problem with the Gundam live action is that they are going to focus in Gundam battles and not on the anti-war message. And I don't know if that is an official necessarily statement, but I do believe that if that is just a guess, I think it's a good guess. And I think it's something that you're right, they probably will lean more into. Super hyped for the Detective Conan spinoffs. Hope we get dubs. Yeah, dude, Detective Conan is awesome, dude. And I'm so excited for these spinoffs as well. And I'm sure. What I love about, what at least, Funimation was trying to do for a while, they were trying to do simul dubs. And I think that the voice actors just kind of hated that. But, and understandably so. Because, whereas they can kind of like get a job, do it for 2 weeks, and then get another job, they were having to come back on a week-to-week basis and like stay in these characters, and their voices might, change or whatever, and it was just more limiting for them. But they've been pretty good about how quick they are to release a dub. They've been really good about that. Introduce a whole new generation to depression. For a Neon movie. Gundam is the anti-war, so it's hard to get people hyped for robot battles, but also that robot battles are bad. So I think, a Gundam movie I want to see in cinema, not on Netflix. Yeah, and Netflix was doing that too. That's the thing. I don't even know where we're at with like seeing movies in theaters anymore. I mean, with everything being released the way it's being released, it does feel like why even go to a theater except for things like, Godzilla versus King Kong is definitely something that you had to see on the big screen. And I think this Gundam movie would be something that you'd have to see on the big screen too. But let's switch back to the news and let's see kind of what else they are announcing. Because there is another big piece of news they did announce. So these down here are their live action projects that they're working on. So Gundam, yes. Once Upon a Crime, First Love, Love Like the Falling Petals. But Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho. They announced that they're going to be doing a live action Yu Yu Hakusho that's going to be released in 2023. Yu Yu Hakusho was something that I would have on the background a lot as a kid. Again, it's a classic. It's a staple. It's something that, is very of an era, and it's still fun to go back and watch. And it's another series with a diehard fan base, and it's another series that you can't get wrong. I think they're going to lean, really heavy into maybe more of a, maybe more of a martial arts style of series or movie. I guess this is movie too, specifically. This is not series, but I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about a live action Yu Yu Hakusho. It does feel like in a lot of ways, and correct me if I'm wrong, I might be misspeaking, but it does feel like in a lot of ways Yu Yu Hakusho was a predecessor and definitely was a big inspiration to shows like Hunter x Hunter and things like that, which I think, Yu Yu Hakusho definitely came out way before. But again, I've been wrong, and so I'm more than ready to be wrong again. It's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard. So I'm going to cut to the chat and see how you guys feel about that. Because Dune is 100% a theater experience as well. Yeah, Frozen Arbiter. Dune is something that I wish I would have got the chance to see. I guess I still could go see it, but we got Windows on Windows on Windows now. Same mangaka as Hunter x Hunter. That's where I'm getting things mixed up. It's so hard to keep track of when things were released, especially when you're watching them as a kid, and then they just hold such a special place to you in your heart, and then you realize, then you see the deeper you go what was inspired by what. Let's see, let me look something up. Got that mixed up. But yeah, so someone said nice shirt, homie. Thank you so much. Yu Yu Hakusho, same writer as Hunter x Hunter. Yeah. And that's I guess what I mean is you can definitely feel that. You can definitely feel that, and you can definitely tell that they have a very similar energy. Definitely a very similar vibe. I don't know. I think that it's smarter to make a live action Yu Yu Hakusho movie than it is to make a live action Hunter x Hunter movie, as much as I would like to see a live action Hunter x Hunter movie. I don't know how you're going to be able to get a Gon and a Killua in live action. I don't know how of Hunter X hiatus. Yes. So I don't know. So it makes more sense. Why are they not picking anime that are more grounded to adapt IRL instead of throwing money left and right? There are so many anime that could be adapted more easily that have large fan bases. Oh, Komi-san, yeah. Are you talking about, so Coach, are you talking about Komi Can't Communicate? Is that what you're talking about? Because the anime did come out this season, and that is what we are going to be getting to in another segment. When Megan goes through her anime list and talks about what seasonal anime she's watching, she's going to join me on camera in a little bit, and we're going to talk about that. Oyasumi Punpun live action? Are you kidding? I do want to address Jonathan Hernandez. I have to get to this donation. $19.99. Wow. Thank you so much. First time donating. Pizza on me. Love y'all. Thank you so much. I will definitely be getting a pizza, and I might even be getting a little Skeezers pizza. So at $19.99, I can get about 5, 10, 15, 20. I had to count on my fingers. That's about 4 pizzas right there. So thank you. You just bought 4 whole-ass pizzas for the Volume 1 crew. Thank you so much. Inoue Asano live action, please. Yeah, Inoue Asano, all of their work could be adapted into live action very, very easily. Oyasumi Punpun would be dark as shit to make it to a live action film. But I do want to get back to Enso _ why are they picking anime that are more grounded? I think they're going for brand recognition, right? They're going for, as much as Oyasumi Punpun would be a fantastic live action adaptation because it is grounded in reality, they're going for the diehard fans. Like, I'm surprised that they haven't touched Bleach and Naruto yet. They've hit One Piece. I'm surprised they haven't tried to do a Naruto movie yet or a Bleach movie. A good Full Metal live action adaptation could work. I do agree with that as well. I do think that there is evidence that can work. The visual effects for the Japanese live action version of Full Metal weren't terrible. However, the movie itself was, left a little to be desired. Thank you guys for the support on Little Caesars. Thank you. Very skeezy. Little Caesars slaps. Thank you. I'm tired of this Little Caesars hate. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is pretty much Spy X Family without Anya. Yeah, kind of. Black Lagoon, yes. There was a Bleach movie and it sucks. I more so mean like a Hollywood version. I did, as a Bleach fan, I did watch the entirety of the Bleach live action movie. And while this is my problem every time we talk about this, is that it's not that the visual effects weren't great. If you watch the live action Bleach, just the trailer even, and the casting wasn't like horrible either. I think the casting, like, if you look at things like the live action Attack on Titan movie, the visual effects are, have a lot to be desired, leave a lot to be desired, and the casting, wasn't great. They couldn't be bothered to make certain characters have the same hair color as they do in the anime, which is wild. And I think even in the live action Full Metal Alchemist movie, Winry, doesn't have blonde hair, which is just like, why? But also, the visual effects in the Bleach live action movie, I stand by it, were great. but the adaptation itself was a little lackluster. And Aburai Renji, my guy, he looked so sick. His Howl Zabimaru was fucking awesome. I think seeing my Quincy boy in there was pretty sick too. Urasawa's work, and see, now we're talking. When Inoue Asano was brought up earlier, and someone said that they should do a Cruella live action movie based on the manga, they absolutely should. Diehard Cruella fan. While both of their works are, very easily adaptable because they are based in reality, I do think that Urasawa's work would probably work better. I mean, Pluto does feel Blade Runner-y. I don't know if you're familiar with Urasawa. Obviously, Monster is what he's probably most known for. But 20th Century Boys, Pluto, I mean, he is a legend, an icon. I mean, he is up there in the Mount Rushmore of mangaka for sure. And I do think his work would be very, 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 it would be very nice. But again, what I'm saying is like Yu Yu Hakusho as a brand, I think more people are familiar with than more people are familiar with Pluto, or which is based on Astro Boy, or is a spinoff of Astro Boy, a pre-existing property. So they could use the Astro Boy title to sort of boost people's interests or get people excited. But I keep going back to Yasumi Punpun. I mean, I just think that or even something like Blood on the Tracks, while I think it would make a fantastic movie, I mean, people, they hear Yu Yu Hakusho, and especially that older generation who grew up with it, that it meant so much to them, they're gonna want to take their kids to see it. And I think that's what they're also banking on too. They're banking on this older audience with money wanting to go see something, and maybe hopefully having kids that they're so connected to these titles that they want to go take their kids to go see it too. Death Note should have been adapted into a series, not a single film. Talk about one of the most wasted, perfect casting choices of all time. Willem Dafoe, yeah, that's the perfect read. 20th Century Boys, and completely agree with that. 20th Century Boys getting the Peter Jackson trilogy treatment would be amazing. Absolutely. Let's workshop some titles that are, because while Urasawa and everybody that we've mentioned would make for great live action movies. What is a property with the same sort of popularity as, like, let's say Yu Yu Hakusho, let's say Dragon Ball, let's say One Piece, that would work well as a live action movie? I'm surprised that there is not My Hero Academia live action adaptation announced. I mean, truthfully, yeah. The fact that they haven't tried to squeeze every last drop of money out of that. Although Vigilantes, which is something that we read, a My Hero spinoff and reviewed on our channel, is a fantastic, fantastic series. And seeing that adapted would be also maybe cooler than seeing My Hero adapted. It does kind of, have a little bit of not the boys feel, but there is a character in Vigilantes who I feel is, very similar to another character from the boys. Let's see. I didn't even know that Mob has a live action adaptation until I watched your guys' review on it, and Cody mentioned it. Yeah, Cody loves the live action movie. A lot of people are saying Vinland Saga, and I think Vinland Saga might be it. Like, Vinland Saga, I mean, it makes no sense that they wouldn't do that. 20th Century Boys in the hands of David Fincher, masterpiece. Slam Dunk, Fist of the North Star. There is a Fist of the North Star live action movie. Do you guys want to see it? Because it is insane. And I'm a little afraid to show it, because I'm not going to show a lot of it because I don't want to get this video to get flagged like the other live did. But there is a Fist of the North Star live action movie that already exists, that is already in the annals of history. Let me just pull this up. Let me let this ad kind of play through for a second. It is very obviously, Fist of the North Star was inspired by Mad Max, so it does feel very Mad Max. Mel Gibson Mad Max specifically, not Tom Hardy Mad Max. But I want to skip. Yeah. So if you guys haven't seen it, here it is in all its glory. There is a Fist of the North Star live action movie, and there's our boy right there. This is the, of course, the famous scene here. Yeah. Not a great live action movie either. After the success of Squid Game, Kaiji is an obvious choice for adaptation. Absolutely. Goblin Slayer could also work. Absolutely. I completely agree with all of your suggestions. Anyway, let's just make sure we covered all of the Netflix news, and then we're going to get Megan in here if she's okay in a little bit to go through her anime list to talk about her top seasonal anime she's been watching. I don't maybe want to give it away, but I think someone was mentioning Komi earlier. Komi Can't Communicate. That is on her list, and that is phenomenal. Yeah, I mean, I think we pretty much covered everything. There's more live action stuff in the works. Netflix is really trying to lean into this thing. We have a whole episode about it on our Patreon. So patreon.com/volume1pod. One more time. There should be a working link in the description down below, or just go to that link and it should work. But for the sake of beating a dead horse, we can leave that conversation there. I am very excited just to kind of bookend this whole conversation. I am very excited for the One Piece live action series after the cast was announced. Again, it doesn't mean that it's going to be a hit or a home run, but yeah. Few more comments, and then Megan, are you ready to get in here and go through your anime list? So Dandadan is God. If anybody watching has not read Dandadan, I think you can on either Viz or the Shonen Jump app, whatever, they're up to date. Read it. Dandadan is fantastic. It is amazing. It is wholly its own thing. It is so unique. Check it out if you haven't already. And obviously Kaiju number 8, which is getting a physical release around my birthday. My birthday is December 2nd. And it's getting a physical release in English on December 7th. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm getting myself a little birthday treat. Have you guys read Real by Inoue? No, but I've heard great things. Slam Dunk and Vagabond Guy? No. Have not read Real, but wanted to continue Vagabond. Vagabond was great. What we did read of Vagabond was great. And Slam Dunk, I actually have seen a little bit of Slam Dunk and loved everything that I've seen. It's so funny as far as like sports anime goes, like obviously not being huge into sports. And I know, with shows like Haikyuu and with Blue Lock that there are a lot of sports anime that, you can become very interested in and enjoy very much, even as someone who isn't into sports necessarily. And that one for me growing up, for whatever reason, was Eyeshield 21. Eyeshield 21, I like watched so much of that anime and like genuinely fell in love with it. And there's even a in the first couple of episodes there's even a lot of people saying Real is so good. So maybe we're going to add Real to our list. And check it out, because I mean obviously Vagabond was great. But there's even the main character from Eyeshield. What makes him such a great football player, or what makes him so great on the field, is that he kind of can envision. He's kind of like this guy who is always trying to weave in and out of crowds to avoid any kind of contact with people. And so he'll like envision an arrow kind of slicing through a crowd. And I just remember that was me. That was me in high school, trying to get from class to class with my big ass backpack on, no school supplies in it either, but it was the biggest backpack ever. And, I don't think I had one textbook in there. I don't think I had one notebook in there, and it was huge. And I was hunched over, I never got to Naruto headband level in high school, but I did learn all of the jutsus, the hand signs, you know what I'm saying? Where are you guys at? And I did play the trading card game on the classroom floor, and that's kind of where I was at. Real is a good drama, but the sports aspects are minimal. Future Diary would work as a live action. Future Diary is another fantastic thing. And let me update you while we segue into this segment where Megan is going to go through and talk about seasonal anime, and just kind of update you on what we've been watching recently. We talked about it a little bit in the Danny DeVito as Speedwagon. We did talk about it a little bit in our last live, and we've talked about it here and there in some episodes that we've recorded recently, but excited for the Chainsaw Man anime, of course. Of course. I think the whole world is excited for the Chainsaw Man anime. And actually, there is one more thing that I did want to cover, and I don't know if it'll be necessarily, we'll be able to cover it today, but I do want to dedicate maybe the next solo stream to this. But there is going to be an expo. I don't know if you call it I don't know what you call it. It's like festival's not the right word. Expo's not the right word. But there's going to be where basically there's going to be Bleach and Chainsaw Man news, I think, revealed. I'm hoping we're going to get some Chainsaw Man voice actors revealed. I'm hoping we're going to get some more Bleach news revealed. And speaking of Bleach, and speaking of manga that got physical releases recently, you can expect, if you're watching this live, you can expect, if you're a Patreon member on, I think, what is today? Tomorrow, I think? No, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, Saturday, you can expect, if you're a Patreon member, our new Volume 1. And Monday, for everybody else, you can expect our new Volume 1, which is going to be, let me get the drum roll. Speaking of Bleach, Burn the Witch. I don't know how you guys feel about Burn the Witch Jump Fiesta, I think, or Jump Festa. I don't know how you guys feel about Burn the Witch if you've watched it. It's been out for a long time, but it did recently just get a physical release on in English, and so to cover that and to kind of get hyped for Jump Fest. Yeah, I'm dumb and not prepared to talk about it, but yes, when more news comes out, I would like to cover it. I would like to talk about it. Very excited about, hopefully, like I said, getting some voice acting news. Maybe, I doubt another trailer, maybe another look at the anime, but also just to get some Bleach news too. So, we're going to be talking about Burn the Witch. And just to talk to you about some stuff that we've been watching recently, we have been watching Nana, which is great. So far, Nana has been so awesome and so fun to watch. And we've also been watching, we finished Wotakoi, Love is Hard for an Otaku. We finished, and we also finished Princess Jellyfish, which I think I talked about in the last live too. But without further ado, are you ready for a segment we have yet to name called Seasonal Anime with the one, the only, Megan Perrine? Before she comes in here, guys, we need some M's in the chat. We need some M's in the chat for Megan. We need everybody to shout out Megan. And without further ado, let's bring her in. Megan, would you please enter to talk about some of your favorite seasonal anime and to go through your anime list? Here she is. Nana. Some people reacted to Nana. And you're going to take my microphone, and I'm going to take this one. This secret out of frame microphone that we've had this whole time.
Oh, this is weird not hearing yourself.
Oh, yeah, you don't have
Hi.
headphones, huh?
No, it's okay.
So I have your anime list pulled up right here. Tell me when you want me to go through it. Oh, we got M's for days in the chat. By the way, there's a little bit of a delay, so sorry about that. So do you want me to pull it up now, or do you want to kind of go through seasonally what you're watching right now?
Yeah, I have it pulled up on my phone too. Oh, you can pull it up on there just so I'm reading it better.
Okay, let me make sure I have the right tab open. And here we go. All right, so tell me, you can kind of see on that screen where we're at. And so if you want me to click on anything, just let me know.
Okay. So I guess first on the list, obviously, we have Komi. I only read up to the first volume, I think, maybe a little past that. But I was like, I'm just going to wait for the anime. And so far, it's really delivering. I'm having a really good time watching it. So, yeah, there's a new character that just got introduced. I haven't watched the episode yet, but I saw a spoiler. But I'm like, it's not a spoiler if I'm ecstatic about it.
Yeah, I don't think it's a spoiler. I mean, we can say who it is, right?
Yeah, we see Mommy Komi.
Yeah, Komi Mommy.
Komi Mommy.
Yeah, and we watched the episode that came out before that. We did watch, and Komi by your name, Will, you are on fire, my man. Yeah, and there was another character introduced in that episode that we hadn't read about yet.
Yeah,
and she was like she was a freak, dude.
She was a freak. There's a lot of freaks. There's a lot of freaks in this anime so far. Especially towards Komi. They're not just freaks in general. They're like obsessed with Komi, all of them. So it's pretty nuts.
Yeah, and this girl was the most obsessed,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Let's see the next one. So I had gotten like a suggestion, or someone said that Tacto P Destiny was really good. I've only watched the first episode so far, but I did like what I saw. It's like set in the United States, which is funny. So they're like on a road, and like you see desert, and I don't know, people live in California. It's like, oh, that's Palm Springs or like Arizona. So it was cool to see that. The action was really nice. The music was really nice. It's kind of based around music. I don't want to give too much away, but I might go back to it. It's just because I'm reading and watching other things right now, so it's kind of hard for me to like watch everything that comes out. If I like it, I'll go back to it usually, so we'll see how it goes. But if you like it, tell me if I should watch it or continue to watch it.
Yeah, Coach 8766 again. Licked her hair. If you don't know what we're talking about, that is another Comey reference. Go back and watch that episode, and there is a graphic, wet scene where this character looks.
Someone said, Megan, it's not a spoiler if I'm ecstatic about it, Perrine. And that's how I feel about spoilers. I just got exposed.
Here is another dono from Yashar, $10. Here is $10. I don't know what to say, Yashar. You don't have to say anything. You just have to keep being you, and we appreciate the donation. Maybe we'll get another Skeezers. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we maybe we'll get some crazy bread.
Oh, let's get crazy.
Let's get crazy.
Okay, what's next on the list?
What is next?
I have been watching Isekai Shokudo season 2. I don't know if will come up.
Okay.
But it's Restaurant in Another World. It's a slice of life restaurant isekai type thing where like the restaurant itself is isekai'd only on certain dates of the year. So like you'll have like, you know, like elves and mages and like dragons show up to this restaurant, and it's like Western food or like Japanese food or like any type of food, and they're just so ecstatic about eating it because they're like, this potato isn't like horrible, it's cooked to perfection, or like, oh, I didn't know that you can just have like cream and sugar on the table and it's not brown sugar, I don't know what is happening. And you just see them react to the food, and two people work in a restaurant. It's really good vibes. If you're looking for a cozy slice of life food anime, I highly recommend the first season. Obviously the second season is a banger too. So if anyone else is watching that, let me know, because
just hopped in. What's popping, gang? Dolph Amingo, what's popping, my man? We got through all the big news. Now we're going through some seasonal anime for anybody else just popping in. I know this might not be on your list. Have you seen the Faraway Paladin, the anime?
No.
I mean,
I
it
haven't
looks
seen it.
Beautiful. I know you were on the fence about it when we reviewed it, when we talked about it, but it
Yeah.
looks amazing. And maybe we could watch it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I there's like some manga I'm like, okay, I'd rather watch it than read it, obviously, but it does look cool from what I've seen. The characters reading it, I was like, this will look beautiful animated. So
Yeah, it looks great. But can we talk about what I know you're dying to talk about?
yes.
I did see it and then I lost it.
It's that way.
It's this way. I know you're dying to talk about it. I know this is huge for you right now.
My senpai is annoying. Okay, of course, looking at this, you would know that I wouldn't like it. I went in thinking different thoughts. Obviously, the way she looks was kind of affecting how I thought the series would go. Kind of like, what's that other one? Something senpai too.
I don't know.
Oh, shit, I forgot the name of it. She has like really big... Uzumaki?
Oh,
Uzaki-chan.
Uzaki-chan.
That was also cute, but my senpai is annoying. Is like super wholesome, super cute. I just bought the first 2 volumes of the manga. Gonna keep collecting it because like also it's in beautiful color. I don't know if you guys have checked out the manga at all.
Oh man, I would love to show off the manga, but I don't know if we have it down here. But the manga is beautiful. Like
yeah.
It's not like traditionally colored in the sense that you know, obviously most manga is black and white, and then when you do have full color pages, it is like, you know, colored how you would maybe think it would be colored. But this is like, and how I kind of described it to you is it does feel like it's colored, like the colors are more there to convey the emotion. So there's just like a lot of, it's not abstract, but there are a lot of greens, a lot of like just like bold coloring that really helps set the mood, and it's awesome. It's so good.
Yeah, but this, I mean, it just keeps getting better and better, and these two characters just have a great relationship so far, and it is a romance, so I'm expecting something to happen, maybe at the end of season 1 or even before then, but it is very cute and easy to watch and makes you feel good, and what could you want more from an anime?
Yeah, what more could you want? What more could you want? I have only seen one episode of this with Megan, and it was awesome. Is this a sperm, by the way, that she's holding right down here?
I think that's a ghost, dude. I don't know where you
ghosts
got
don't
that
have.
from.
You don't know where I got sperm from. Ghosts don't have that long of a tail, dude.
He's
and
a
it's
ghost.
that is not a ghost, dude. And in a way, sperm kind of are ghosts if you really think about it, depending on kind of like where they arrive, where they manifest.
Wow.
But either way, I saw one episode and it was awesome. It was wholesome. It was sweet. It was cute. It was beautiful, and it's just a good time.
Yes.
Let's keep
Super
going
cute.
through it.
Let's see. I guess I would say I'm watching Miruko-chan. I've watched the first episode, and I wouldn't mind continuing to watch it. It's just not top on my priority list as of right now. And Blue Period, honestly, because the OP really kind of sold me into it.
Yeah, people are talking, a lot of, I love Miruko-chan. I think it's awesome. I think it's so good. I think it's so fun. But, sometimes I don't feel like, I'm met with the same amount of enthusiasm about it.
I mean, what do you want me to say? It's cute.
Yeah.
But it's just not on my top priority. And it does have a lot of fan servicey like shots, which isn't a bad thing, but it's just like in your face, This is a ghost. It's about a ghost, Let's focus on that.
It's fun. It is.
Okay.
It is a beautiful mesh between genres. It is also a little fan servicey. So what? It is also wholesome, and it's also at least in the manga, it's got a great reveal. I was a huge fan of it, and I want to keep watching it. There was one other one that you mentioned too.
Blue Period.
Blue Period.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Blue Period looks amazing.
Yeah.
The only thing
Coach said Blue Period is good.
The only thing I am a little not concerned, or I guess worried about when it comes to Blue Period is just that, like, after having read the first volume of the manga, it was one of those series that did feel like it was trying to teach me about art, which I think is, can work to a show's benefit, especially if it's trying to, introduce an audience that's not familiar with sort of a lot of those terms to them. But it did feel like it got a little bogged down in the manga with that. And I hope that's not the case for the anime, because it does look beautiful.
We got a donation.
Got a donation. And the donation, let me pull it up right here so I can see it a little better. It's from Vor. If sperm are ghosts, then my socks are haunted. And that...
Ooh, that's spooky.
That is too true, my friend. That is too true. Something
God.
gives me the feeling that it's not just your socks that are haunted either. Yeah, that's right.
War, dude, chill.
Chill, dude, chill.
And obviously I wanted to shout out, I don't know if it'll be on that list, but it's called The Aquatope on White Sand. I started watching this and it looked cute, and it is about pretty much a slice of life about aquariums and working in an aquarium and trying to save an aquarium. That's all I'll say. And it has some like supernatural elements which I wasn't expecting. It's really good. And it's kind of doing the Clannad thing where, like the first half is like, okay, they're at this location or they're doing this, and then it completely changes to a new setting. I won't give anything else away, but like it is really shocking me at how much I like this anime. It's beautiful too. Its PA works. Like, how could you go wrong? And I'm really enjoying it. I want to go to an aquarium because of it.
Yeah, and we are going to go to an aquarium.
I have to.
Let's see. There were some other recs that we got in here. A ranking of Kings is the best anime this year. Ranking of Kings. Sperm Ghost. Yes, thank you for having my back. Ranking of Kings. Another person suggesting Ranking of Kings. I have not heard much about Ranking of Kings. Have you?
No. Maybe I've seen it. I'm just really bad with names. Oh, yeah. The baby one. That's all I know it by.
Ranking of Kings is a little picture from Ranking of Kings that we're pulling up
It
here.
looks cute.
It looks so cute. Look at that.
Is he a king? He's a baby king?
Yeah, Ranking of Kings. If we're getting multiple recommendations, multiple people recommending that to us, then that is definitely something that we're going to add to our list and have to watch.
It looks super cute.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Is there anything else? Any other?
Oh, my dress up darling is all about cosplay, so I think Megan would love it. Said Will Irwin. My dress up darling. I feel like I've seen that manga at Barnes and Noble. I just don't. Is it out this season?
I do not know. Ranking of Kings is lit. It's done by Wit Studio, and Wit is going to be doing Spy Family, right, with Cloverworks.
Mm-hmm.
And Wit has done also so many amazing things outside of that. So Wit's up there with Mappa and all the other goats of production houses, studios, anime studios. I'm sold. So maybe in our next live we'll talk about that and what our experience was watching that. Really dope. I mean, everybody's saying Odd Taxi. Yes, Odd Taxi's great.
It's on the
I'm gonna
list.
get to that too. Any other shows that you're watching? Any other things that you'd like to recommend?
So I also this is ongoing still. My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom. This is season 2. It's an isekai reverse / real harem. It's pretty much this girl who gets transported into the world of a video game that she has known about or played, and that's all I'll give away. It's very funny. Again, that's my genre. I look out for a lot of slice of life in the new seasons that come out. But I do want to watch the King one. I want to watch Tacto P. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna get through these little slivers of life, I guess, before I get into it.
And just in case you guys want to see, this is I hope it's okay that we show this. People have been asking us about our My Anime list and maybe providing links to it. And this is just a quick scroll through Megan's. I mean, look at this. These are completed, by the way. And it keeps going and it keeps going and it keeps going.
Add me. My handle is, I think, just Pugbae, Pugbae. So,
I mean, she is an anime machine. I mean, I have consumed a quarter of the amount that she has consumed. She's almost at 400, and it keeps going. It doesn't stop.
It's almost over. But yeah, someone said Clannad. Yes, Clannad. I had to put it on my anime list to get people the vibe of what I'm really trying to go for. But yes, if you want to add me on there, and then we can exchange info.
Beautiful.
And that's all I have to say.
Beautiful. Is there anything else?
No. I'm excited to read One Piece.
Yes.
And
yes.
Yeah.
Any other reassuring words for the audience to let them know that they're in good hands with Nolan?
Yeah, Nolan is the biggest One Piece fan I know. He, watches other anime, reads other manga, but he has been caught up with One Piece for a while now, and continues to do so, even if it pains him sometimes with the anime coming out. But he is the GOAT when it comes to that. So hopefully you guys enjoy what he has to say and his thoughts, because I feel like you will. Because it's even better than, anything that we could say or do about just One Piece specifically. So.
No, yeah, I think he's super knowledgeable. He's, like I said, he's got a great energy. He's, you guys are going to love him. Be kind, be your beautiful selves. And then to close out the show, I'd like to, because we were talking a lot about casting news. We were talking a lot about live action adaptations. We were talking a lot about who we'd want to cast. And since we have the cosplay queen here with us, first of all, we have to shout out Will for another dono. Megan, let me pull this up, Will. Let me do you right. Meganime Persheen. Will.
I'll take it.
I don't think I have to tell you how much I love you and how much of an important member of our community you are. But Step it up, Will.
Thank you, Will.
Step up your game, Will. I'm just kidding.
Imagine it's like so.
Just kidding.
So
Love
angry.
it. Bigger fan than Cody? Actually, who knows? Maybe he is a bigger fan than Cody, but Cody is a pretty diehard fan of One Piece specifically.
Yeah.
So who knows?
He really loves it.
Who knows? I've been a fan of One Piece since 2007. I think Nolan has been a fan since around that time as well. I mean, he got into it when he was super young. So look forward to that. But since we're talking about casting, since we're talking about, adaptation, since we're talking about all of those things, really quick to end the show, I wanted to go through and I wanted to kind of show you guys someone that Megan showed to me. And this is a cosplay queen who I was not aware of. But if we're hire this girl to do the makeup. Hire this girl to be in charge of the costume. Hire this girl for any adaptation that you do because her cosplay is killing it.
Yeah, she's the master.
Frozen Arbiter says, damn, I never got an I love you from Josh. Feel frigid right now. Frozen Arbiter may look right in the camera and tell you, I love you, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He's going to screen record that for later.
Yeah, clip that up. So really quick, again, I know Megan has some stuff that she's got to go take care of. I do want to go through. Is there a video that really displays, you think? This is a YouTuber by the name, she's got 1.76 million subscribers. Chill, girl. You know what I mean? Chill.
Go to videos. Her name is Kleiner Pixel.
Kleiner Pixel.
She does cosplay.
Let's just go through her little thummies right here, dude.
Yeah, she is amazing. She
I
can transform into literally anyone. It's really not hard for her at all.
Okay. Not gonna give them free
any thoughts
advertisement
on live action cast. Honestly, I am very excited. They did a Twitter video of them, kind of explaining who they're going to be, and they all have the vibes. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, Megan was super stoked. I mean, I was too, but I think Megan was really stoked as well.
Like, look at her. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, look at this, dude. I mean, this is next level.
Like, straight off the page, straight off the show.
This is next level, dude. I mean, how can you, it's so hard to, I feel, nail a look because, again, oh my God, look where I froze that. That is just a random pause, and that is the most terrifying. That's going to haunt me forever. It's so hard to nail it. And I think, cosplay is a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
And it's a very difficult thing to get right. I mean, I think it can come off at times like it can look a little corny. And it can feel a little, I don't know. It can feel, I don't know, cheesy maybe. I don't know. But every now and then you get someone who nails it. And it isn't about how good you look. It is about, how much fun you're having. And it is about the process of putting together a cosplay and just whether you're making it yourself or not.
Yeah. But I mean, she has so many subscribers. I found her a while ago and she's just amazing. She really just transforms, like I said, into all the characters that she does. But if you want to subscribe to her, because
and I know you horn dogs are gonna love this one right here too.
Horn dogs.
I mean, we were talking about, and it fits because we were talking about Beastars coming back. I know all the horn dogs out here. Look at this.
Oh
yeah,
my
I know you
God.
guys.
And
be careful because some sperm ghosts might come to haunt you. You know what I mean? And that's just the tip of the iceberg,
Yeah, Josh is a furry after all, so it
this
makes sense.
Neferpitou, I mean, look at this. Man, she is sponsored by Xbox, dude. This is crazy. Because every ad on her channel. Look at this Neferpitou. Oh my God. You know what I mean? It's so hard to nail it, and she nails it every time. And obviously this is all the same. Obviously this is the same person every time, but I mean, the transformation is real.
Yeah.
But anyway, Josh said tip. Anyway, that's going to do it. Megan, do you have to get out of here?
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening to me speak about slice of life and anime in general. Thank you.
Megan was going to come back and be a part of these streams. She's going to do more anime segments. We want to be more current. We want to talk about what's happening currently because we're already watching it. We're already consuming it. We're already doing it anyway, so why not talk about it? And let me just switch mics seamlessly. You guys saw that? That was pretty impressive, right? All right, guys, we have dipped below 100 viewers, which means it's time to go. That means I've worn out my welcome, and it's time for me to get out of here. But thank you guys Maybe we'll end on one more. Let's see. Maybe we'll end on one more. You know, since Megan's gone, maybe we can just look at one more. But yes, thank you guys. I mean, God, this cosplayer is amazing. Amazing. As a diehard, I feel like everybody cosplays Hinata. I mean, we got Priestess here. We got them all. I mean, I guess Promised Neverland was again one of my favorite series, but I was just so hurt and so disappointed by the last season. Amazing. And then this Dobby one. I mean, we can sit here and we can click all day because you know it's so hard for me to say goodbye. But this Dobby one, phenomenal. I've been thinking about getting more into cosplay, I guess. You know what I mean? But like really doing it. Like if I do it, like I want to really do it. Like I want to be on this level. That's sort of my goal. Anyway, play one more video, Josh. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys for tuning in to another Solo Live. If you guys like these videos, then do me a favor, please like them physically on the page, on the channel. Let us know. Give us news. We have a Discord. Hop on over to our Discord. We have a live episode discussion or a live episode reaction page channel or space in Discord room for you to post some stuff in. So if it's anything news related, if it's anything video related, anything you want us to react to, let us know. I love bringing these things to you, talking to you guys about these things. Thank you for all of your donations. Stay tuned for One Piece. Like I said, we're meeting up to record it on Saturday, and it's going to be happening, and it's going to be being released to our Patreon members on Monday and to everybody else on Wednesday. So stay tuned. Only channel that I shower with love and actually mean it. Thank you, Mustafa. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your day. Jokers, Josh's Jokers, rise up. It's 11:11. May all your wishes come true. And until next time, we'll see you in the next volume 1. Done or some.